I leave tomorrow for Barcelona, so you know I had to go to Whole Foods and have a snack run. Listening to the All In podcast with a bag full of my like vegan keto snacks. No eyelash extensions on yet. I'm going today to get those done, but I feel like I should open the video with like, what do I pack for snacks on trips and planes when I know I'm leaving the country and like there's not a Whole Foods for me to run to. So here's my vegan Virgo snack haul to intro the video. So firstly, Keto Cereal. I like this flavor and this brand, but I prefer the cinnamon flavor of this. It's a little bit like spicy, kind of, it's good. But this one, dark chocolate's good too. 2 chocolate bars, one that I have tried, the keto brownie batter one. I love all of their like nut butter filled ones. This one is new to me. I've not tried it. The Choco Love XO almonds and sea salt will update. Then we have 3 nut butters because this has to last me like at least a week. Cause I don't know, I don't really want to go out in Barcelona. So I think 3 jars of nut butter will last like the 6 days I'm in Barcelona. We'll see. But yeah, highly recommend. Then also from Lakanto, this is their sugar-free chocolate chips. I fucking always have these on me. I have 2 bags in my cupboard already, but they're probably not going to last until my flight. Like, they're both open, so not worth bringing. Then I, of course, had to get a La Colombe cold brew because if I'm going to Whole Foods, I'm going to get that. And finally, have some aspartame-free gum because I eat too much orange Trident and I want to cut down on my aspartame. So that is the vegan grocery haul. And looky here, Astra's t-shirts. So this is very exciting too. Lashes are filled. It's 70 degrees in New York, so I got to like have a nice walk on the way back basically. I got the like most filled like dramatic version because I want these to last my entire 3 weeks of traveling, so better to start out like kind of heavy now rather than natural because the length is always the same that they do 15 millimeter on the end into 12 millimeter on the inside, but the more that they do, the heavier your eyes are going to look. And I was like, well, they're gonna fall out, so I'll just get more all at once. It's pretty dramatic, but I'm here for it. And I love the feeling like when you get your lashes and you come out and it's just silky. I don't know. It's a feeling. I even like them so much that I filmed some like relatable astrology content and no makeup this morning, and I got back in my workout clothes and pretended I had just gotten back because like I wanted them with the lashes and all. So now need to finish up the slide deck that I will be using for my talk. My flight is only a few hours away now and it has already been a fucking day. On the way to my Pilates class, I got coffee. The second I walked out of the coffee shop and into the Pilates class next door, I opened the door and somehow with my wrist holding the coffee, it like fell and then this weird, strange bone obstruction action got all over my shoes and all the women around me's shoes. So I'm sorry if you were also at Solid Core and got your shoes wet because of my muscular skeletal failure. And then I was not home to get a package that I really needed for this trip of clothes that I ordered specifically for this trip because I'm going from Barcelona, which is like 50 degrees Fahrenheit, to Dubai, which is like 80 degrees Fahrenheit, to Miami, which is like all fucking over the place. So I needed some versatility and I ordered some new clothes. And the package, it came to my door and they didn't drop it off. FedEx like tried to call me during Pilates and I didn't know it was FedEx, so I declined the call and they didn't drop off the package because I wasn't there. Since when does FedEx not just leave it at the since when do you care if I'm there? All my packages are stolen because you just leave them outside. But basically they decided to care. So I saw in the email that I could drive over to the FedEx station in Manhattan and pick it up, that it would be there. So I go over there, I give them my ID, and they're like, we don't take UAE IDs. I'm like, excuse me, I can show you my Spectrum bill, it's me. Like, it's me. So I had to Uber all the way back to my apartment. I'm running late for meetings, so I have my meetings. I had to get my passport, which was packed and ready to go in my carry-on, just to get this fucking Princess Polly package. I figured might as well do a try-on since we're fucking here. So, yeah, we're gonna do this is gonna be a long-ass vlog. I'm sorry, guys. Firstly, we have this skirt and top combination. So I love these tops that I see on other girls. I usually see these kinds of tops on sketchy websites, but I really like them, so I was glad to see this, given that it's gonna be kind of cold in Barcelona. And then there's this skirt, which is just tight. Skirts often are too big for me. Like pants, I can wear a belt and tighten them, but skirts that are tight are usually too big for me because I have such like a child size kind of frame, but this is tight and I think I can wear this with like crop top. Even this, I wouldn't wear this together, but like I'm not gonna go pull out shit from my suitcase. So this is the look. I can't even see myself in the viewfinder. It's so bright in here, but this is look number, okay, now there we go. Now I can see myself. Oh, it's cute. Okay, look number 1. Okay, this one I'm so into. So this dress is like mid-length. I don't own any dresses this length, but this looks so good. This with heels, like this is Barcelona all over it. Very happy. It's also super tight. which is necessary because, like I said, I'm just used to things not fitting me in the waist, needing a super tight belt to make that happen, and often that's just like uncomfortable and unnecessary, so like it works. Okay, cute. Okay, this is another dress, and this one is definitely shorter, and it's actually really tight, like the kind of tight where I had to squirm into the zipper, which I like because it makes me feel like, I don't know, it makes me feel like a grown-up. I know this sounds weird, but as someone with like a very childish body, I often see women who are really like shapely and like big and tall, and I'm like, I still have the feeling of when I grow up kind of thing. So I don't know. I have a lot of like childlike mannerisms about me in the way that I think. Like still when I move objects, I'm often like in my head like, thank you robe, or thank you pen as I move. I don't know, little things about me. So same thing here when I put on like dresses that just fit very, very snug like this, which it's not the same as the previous dress because that one was more like mid. It was a little bit, it was different a little bit. This is a burgundy dress. I really like burgundy on me for like a more vampy look when I do like the dark lip. This has pads in it, which I also like because I don't wear bras, but this gives like a bra-like look. So very into this as well, but like Jesus, if you're buying this burgundy dress, size up. Okay, the last, I hope YouTube doesn't flag this. I'm gonna wear a sweatshirt after this, so like, I just want to show off the pants. Yeah, they're just cool pants. The last pants I bought from here were the white pants that were way too big, but these fit very, very snug. I'm like a 22 and a half inch waist, and they fit very snug, so again, like, I would size up. I just got the smallest size, which I think is a 0, and these fire. Fingers crossed, everything is here. Have 2 bags. One is really light. I like to usually, if it's a long trip, bring 2 suitcases and keep a lot of room in one. Like this one is barely full. I just have a little bit of clothing in there. And then I have my carry-on and my salad that I'm bringing, the kale Caesar from Beatnik. I just generally always bring that salad because it's like durable. I don't know how to describe it, but like the kale holds up better than other lettuces. And it's just, it's trusted plain food when United does not offer vegan special meals right now. Going to head off. Please make it so I didn't forget anything. Not in the mood to have forgotten anything when heading to Barcelona. After the most like hellish check-in, like they couldn't find me, and then the system was down, so I had to do everything by paper, and then no one's keys worked for like 3 times in a row, so they finally got like a housekeeping key because no one's keys were working to get in the room. We have made it. This is like fucking beautiful. I hoped that they would upgrade me to a suite because as like a Marriott member, whatever the hell I am, I usually get upgrades, but this is the one I booked, and it's actually lovely. Look at this. This is so cute even on its own. I remember like specifically wanting this room. The W hotels are my favorite because they're always like ridiculous and over the top. So yeah, this is what we have. I'm so fucking tired after that flight, which was a turbulent ride from hell. I was like, oh, I want to like show everyone, I guess, like what like the business class is. Like I should vlog that, and it was literally just so subpar. I was like, I'm not vlogging this. I sat next to someone who like basically just recognized me or could tell that I was there like for like this conference, like for Avalanche. I was like, yeah, so I definitely didn't sleep because we talked, and it was just literally straight 7 hours of turbulence. Somehow the entire plane was through turbulence for the 7 hours. Like, I don't know how that's possible, but it happened. So now I have a little bit of time before I need to check in. I'm so fucking tired. Like, but yeah, like I said, it was not worth vlogging. That business class was not anything like special, but this room, however, is. So my good friend Chelsea's staying with me, and definitely gonna need some pictures against this view. I'm supposed to check in and like do things. I'm so delirious and tired. I don't know how I'm gonna make it. I don't have a time, but I need to check in today. So we'll see how that goes. So it's chilly out, but like you can see people running on the beach, and I don't know, I haven't been. I showered, by the way, so that's why I'm like in a robe and everything. I haven't been back in Spain since 2017 when I studied here. I studied here every summer in high school, so that ended up being like over a year total that I've spent in Spain. And I haven't been back since 2017, and most of that time I spent in Barcelona. First, I studied in Sevilla, Then, basically Madrid, Sevilla, Madrid, Barcelona was like where I mainly studied, but Barcelona for the longest. The founding father baby hairs are atrocious today. I ordered some coffee. I had to because the room service menu had like nothing. It's very Spanish meat heavy food, so I was like, fuck it, I'll order a coffee and just eat later at the conference. So this is like a French press coffee situation. Okay, so I think I do this. I think I press down and that does something. This is very hard. I don't know if I'm doing it correctly. There's a lot of resistance I'm facing as I do this. I think I'm doing it right though, perhaps. There we go. Amazing. Let's try it. Oh, that's hot as fuck. It's good though. It's bitter. It's good though. I'm not wearing this to the conference, but we had to get photos because this lighting, and I still have like the newly dyed black and red. So my hair always looks best like right after I get done the salon, and then the red's bright. So I was like, okay, we're gonna shoot in like just beyond extra outfit before I have to change for like normal clothes. Okay, so actually changed into my outfit for like the conference today. I'm gonna put this with this jacket, which it's furry on the inside. So it's just fun to wear because it's furry and shit. I think it's like 50 or so degrees, but apparently this should be adequate. So this is today. Gotta head out. The day that I have had, oh my God. Oh my God. Let me just like recap the day that I've had for you guys, because the moon in Scorpio for me is always really fucked up. I've already made like a TikTok about this with all the enthusiasm. So let me groundedly tell you about the past 24 hours. So my flight is delayed 2 hours last night because of catering delays. The food was delayed. By the time that we got the food at 11 p.m. and could board and take off around 11, no one wanted the food. Everyone had already eaten at the airport. So there was no food service necessary, but I digress. The flight is then so turbulent that people are screaming. Like, this was worse than just me being scared. This was like really, really bad turbulence. So there was a guy in the middle. There was like, the people were being so dramatic it got funny. Like a guy in the middle of business class threw his hands up and was screaming, "Get this thing on the ground," when we were in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. It was so bad. Like I was literally just like, get this thing done with. I don't even care anymore. I'm nauseous. This is disgustingly turbulent, but we don't have a choice. 7 straight hours of clouds and thunderstorms, whatever. We land, I come to the hotel. The hotel has all their computer service out, and so they're having to do everything by hand. I then get my hotel keys, and they don't work on the room, so I have to go up and down twice, 2 rounds to get the right keys somehow working on this door. Then, once we head over to the conference, and I'm there for a few hours, that's fine. I'm kind of delirious, but I'm highly caffeinated. We go to a VIP chain link event. I am very thankful to be at the VIP chain link event, but I am so tired and have been through so much that I have to leave within like an hour. So I take a cab home. When I am in the cab, I take out my phone. I'm on my phone. The cab then pulls up to the hotel. I get out of the cab. I look down to pick up my phone. The door shuts and the guy races off. So I see my phone in the car going down the block. I'm screaming, "Stop!" But then I see my phone go away as he crosses the bridge onto the mainland Barcelona, since the W Hotel is on a little bit of an island here, kind of. I am literally in shock. I'm like, oh my God. I try playing the Find My iPhone sound. I try blasting a message. I try everything on Find My iPhone to get his attention. I track my phone. He's leaving Barcelona city limits, essentially. So instead of waiting for any of that to make sense or work out, I literally go to the Apple store and buy a new iPhone within 30 minutes of this happening. While I am walking out with this in my Chanel bag, I am stopped by the police. The police follow me into a new cab and demand a receipt. I go, "The receipt was emailed to a phone that I lost." All this in Spanish, mind you. They're like, Jesus Christ, okay. Like, they go into the Apple store, talk to the guy right there that checked me out, and they're like, okay, you can go, whatever. I get back to the hotel, and who is in the hotel but the original cab driver holding up my original phone, saying that he saw me sending all the messages but had to take someone outside of the city. I am in shock. That man deserves a fucking Nobel Peace Prize, and I have 13 days to return this. So I have ordered from my favorite restaurant here, Flax and Kale. I really fucking hope that it comes as planned, and I will be spending the rest of my night in peace. Good morning from the hotel at ground floor bathroom. I am wearing this to go speak today. It's just like Maren top, this like bomber jacket because it's cold. Yeah, going to give my talk today. I'm the first speaker, so let's hope it goes well. I'm speaking like in a monastery. Wish me luck. Talk went really well. Going with my friend shopping, and I'm not gonna get anything in any of the stores because I'm a weirdo and I only buy things through like Depop, like weird people reselling. But it is cool to like go into the places that I was when I was in college. Like I went here, last time I was here was the summer before college, and for example, like there's a Brandy Melville here, and I still wear the clothes that I got there from that Brandy Melville. I like still have red shorts from there that are in some of my photos and videos that I got there 5 years ago last time I was here. So my talk went really, really well, actually. I spent like hours afterwards answering people's questions, and they, had follow-ups, people interested in getting to know more about me, because I talked about how to bring Gen Z on chain, specifically how to leverage TikTok for businesses who I think could have huge growth potential if they did actually work with TikTok and they did not depend on like Twitter or paid KOLs. Like I had a slide in there that was like, I would spend 10 times as much energy on TikTok growth than I would thousands of dollars on KOLs. I think that so many businesses in crypto or otherwise would make much more use having a smaller marketing budget, but more time into just TikTok and like using 15 seconds rather than thousands of dollars on KOLs. So that's what, I talked about today and leveraged some data points and talked about like my strategy when I consult businesses or like help them craft a plan to how to leverage that. So I'm waiting for my friends who are in Mango Men's right now. I don't know why they're in there, but they're getting some, I didn't know that these guys shopped at Mango, but nonetheless. So tried to get some pictures, but too many tourists, like in this, or not tourists, but just too many people in this area. It's not really working out, but tried our best. Good morning. I slept for a whole 12 hours and I feel much, much better today. I think today's the last day of the conference, but I'm still here for a few more days for like other events and things here. So set up coffee. I think I'm gonna take photos here before like this coffee situation runs, because this is too good to pass up on. I mean, come on, that's like the mind of a business person. So I don't think anything like too different today, but hopefully it doesn't rain. Ready to go out for the day, and I'm in the snake pants with the bomber jacket I wore yesterday, in these boots, and the long sleeved jacket the long sleeve top that I wore in Denver. It shrunk and the metal underwire came out, so I had to poke a hole in it, put the underwire back in, and we're putting even more trust in this top because of the size that it got down to. So that's what we're doing today. I just have the exact same makeup as usual. I'm sticking to white in the waterline nowadays because I really like it, even though I need a new white because the NYX one is kind of chalky. So that's today. I didn't really film much at the conference any of these days because, I've been busy, so I kind of want to film it so people can like see what's going on and not just in clips. So we'll do that today. Oh, this is Jessie. She makes the Froyo cats. If you, those of you who know that, I was so excited when I got my Froyo cat. I was in a group chat literally being like, I got a Froyo. Yeah, okay, so let me see these. Let me see what this is.
Honestly, but little cute little cats.
They're so cute. Okay, I love that. I was just at a talk with Midas, or a panel with Midas, and I realized that the hotel event that was at was right by where I used to live here. So I'm walking back in the area that I lived here for a few months, 5 months in 2017. I think it was right up here. I'll try to show the exact place. I don't know if the door will be recognizable, but small shops are still here, even though several are not as much. I can't remember the exact door, but I do know it was in this square somewhere because I recognize the intersection. They must have changed the doors because I know what that door looked like, and it's none of these, but it's in this square. As I curl my hair this fine Friday afternoon around 4 p.m., even though it feels like it's Friday at 7 a.m., figured I would let you know the further series of events that were... hello? Oh. No, thank you. So as you can see, this definitely is my Uranus line in astrocartography. I'm very tired. I'm very tired of the further sequence of events. So last night I get into the hotel and they like don't believe me when I ask for a new key. They're really suspicious because our keys have not worked over and over and over again. So we've asked for like 20 keys total. And so he's like, how many keys have you asked for? I was like, so many. Every single day the keys don't work. And he's like looking at me really suspiciously. And I get it. Like I was in all black. I had a hoodie on because I was just in a bad mood. And I didn't want to give that impression to people that recognized me, because I know that when I meet people in public, like every day I want to make sure that that 5-minute, 5-second interaction is worth their while, because I know that if I'm in a bad mood, they can take it personally and think that that's about them and that I have responsibility there. So if I'm like in a bad mood, I just try to be in a black hoodie, like mask on, just so I make sure that I'm as little recognizable as I can be. So he like notices that I am covering up a ton and is like, please take your mask off, like your hoodie off, everything, so I can see who you are and your passport. So I do that, and then he's just kind of like looking at me like weirdly, and he asks how many pets are in the room. I'm like, pets? Excuse me? I was like, I didn't bring any pets. He's like, no beds in the room already. And I'm like, oh, pets in the room already? I was like, what do you mean? And he thinks I'm like high at this point. And finally I understand that he's saying beds. I'm like, oh, there's one king bed. And he's like, are you facing the port? I'm like, yeah, like I'm facing the water. And he looks at me and I'm like, I guess there's no port. It's just the beach. And he looks at me again. He's like, I'm going to suspend all other keys. You get one. I was like, can I leave one down here for my friend when she arrives? And he's like, no, you're the only person on the room. I was like, you've seen someone else coming in and out. And he's like, there cannot be more like guests. There cannot be more guests. Like he was thinking that we kept having people over or something. I'm like, what are you talking about? So I get up into the room. I'm going off to bed. I'm tired. And I crack the door open so that my friend Chelsea can get in when she gets back much later at night, because she doesn't have a key to get into the room. So I'm just like, okay, I'll crack the door open barely. I hear some people screaming as I'm trying to fall asleep. So I go out into the hallway and there's a huge water leak. Like there's water all over the carpet and the floor, and it's basically just the maintenance staff like kind of arguing over what to do about it. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go back inside. They keep closing the door though, so I keep having to crack it. And finally this one woman's like, ma'am, why do you keep opening the door? I explain the whole fucking saga to her, and she just like looks at me and then is about to be like, you need to close the door. And then I go, please just let me keep the door cracked open so I don't have to wake up for my friend. Well, surprise, I'm not even asleep and my friend gets back, but like that was just insanity. Now today the hotel comes in, like opens the door, and I'm like, what? And they have a trolley and they're like, we're moving your room. I go, no, you're not. I think you have the wrong room. So they go back down and management comes and talks to me, and they're like, because of the water leak, we need the whole floor removed. We're going to move you to a different room. And I just look at them and like, please give me a couple hours. Please give me a couple hours to make it to this event. They're like, okay, we can give you until tonight to move. So then they call me and they're like, thank you so much for all like the trouble and like everything that you've had. We're going to upgrade you into a suite. I'm like, okay, thank you. So I'm doing my hair and makeup right now. I'm going to pack up, need to go to this event quickly, and then head back. I guess we'll be upgraded, which is funny because upon arrival, I was like, do you have any suites available? I'm a Marriott Bonvoy, like high tier member. I was like, do you have any? Like, just you ask that. Like, if you qualify. They're like, no, we're fully booked. Maybe they were fully booked a day and a half ago, but it's the weekend now. So I would assume they're a little more booked, but it is what it is. No complaints, just Virgo analysis. More has happened. Someone came to apologize because they can tell that I've just had a really, just an overwhelming experience so far, but they were nice and they came and they brought fruit. So thank you for that, W Hotels. I know it's not anyone personally, it's just like the accumulation. Like I'm not someone who will go and like talk about this or like complain to anyone necessarily. It's just like the accumulation is worth vlogging about, but I'm not going to leave like a bad review or anything. I get it. That's just like bad luck. I am running super late to a panel and then a happy hour. I'm not gonna make it to the panel. I'll make it to like the happy hour after that I won't be happy at after today. But even though I'm excited to upgrade, so I am very thankful for W Hotels. Thank you for upgrading me. Hope my boobs are not out. I think we're good. So I bought this top at Zara the other day. Chelsea found it for me and I was like, ooh, yes, I like this. So I'm wearing this top. I'm wearing the bell-bottom pants that do the butt thing, and they're really comfortable. They're literally pajama pants. Just wearing like black boots with this, and gonna wear a big coat because it is chilly, not too chilly though. These sequins are pulling my hair out, so that is a downside. However, it's hair that was gonna fall out anyway, so yeah. Good morning, or actually it's not morning, it's like 1 p.m. now. Went and got a massage. Frankly, there was so much oil used that I don't think after showering like 3 times lathering it over, it's gone. So that's a little bit of a weird feeling. It is super gloomy outside as we wait for our room upgrade. We're waiting for them to like take us basically to go get that. And I think today I'm gonna go to the same exact tattoo shop where I got my initial brat inner lip tattoo. You can kind of see it. So I think I'm going to go back there and see if they'll redo it. They might be full, whatever. It's a really gloomy, rainy day, so I kind of feel like they're not going to be that busy. I'm just going to go in and be like, yo, you did this for me previously. Can you do it again? And maybe they'll be like, yeah. So we'll see. Getting my inner lip redone was a success. They said they didn't usually do them, but because they knew that I'd been there in the past, that they would do one for me. It took like 5 minutes. It's so quick. It feels like your entire face is vibrating because like it hurts a lot when it's near this middle part of your lip. I don't know how to explain it, but it hurts when it's near like the middle part, but on the sides of your lip it doesn't really hurt. So I realized when I was looking back at the geotags of everywhere I was in Barcelona that no wonder I didn't recognize yesterday the street I was on, because that wasn't actually where I lived here. That was where I used to like walk by. It was like 2 blocks away. So I have the exact like geotagged address, and it's like the worst day possible to do this. It's raining, but I feel like I need to visit once while I'm here. This was actually the door of where I used to stay. Okay, yeah, it looks the same. Like I can see the elevator. I can see where I used to take mirror pictures in there, kind of. Yeah, that was it. I realized this because when I was looking at the geotag, I remembered this store, that store over there, the Bottega BCN, and I was like, wait, no, that's where I actually was. So it's funny, but yeah, this was where like I started writing my book. This was where I realized, I don't know, just a lot of like the Maren, the things about Maren that are known, like wearing mostly red. I wore a lot of red, but I decided to wear mostly red here. I was like, you know, why do I have these random clothes I don't wear in other colors? Like I'd always tended towards red, but never like consciously thought about it. This is also where like I sat down and yeah, outlined my book, things like that. So like somewhere up there. Okay, after a hellish afternoon trying to figure out where our bags went, standing in line for a while, we have been upgraded. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we have a living area here. It's basically the same, but with a living area. Okay, so I turned the lights on and they're actually like beautiful. All of these fixtures have lights on them. This is different than the room that I was in. I'm getting ready to film, so I'm just like in this dress for now. But this is like beautiful with the lights and all. Yes. Should probably like figure out a better filming kind of strategy because this is so pretty and I feel like I'm not taking advantage of it, but we have 2 days in here, so we'll figure it out. Good morning. It is beautiful today, actually, thankfully. It is very sunny and it's like 60 degrees out, which is nice. So I'm gonna go do some of the things that I did like years ago, but maybe like I'm gonna bring out the tourist in me. So I'm gonna go see like Sagrada Familia to end the trip. Things that I just haven't done this time around that I probably should do just out of like being here, so why not? I think I'm gonna go to Sagrada Familia. I kind of want to go to the Museum of Illusions. I never went to that when I was a student here, but I figured like why not do the touristy shit? Not the shit I don't want to do. Like I don't want to go to Parque Güell. It's too windy. I don't want to go up there or walk that much. So I think I'm gonna head over to like Sagrada Familia, finish packing, and yeah, do the things. And also, people on Instagram keep asking who this guy is in the pillow. I do not fucking know. In the other room we had, there was a woman. I do not fucking know who these women are. I assume they're like famous Spanish people. I like his tattoo though. That's a cool tattoo. I'm being full cringe level and taking TikToks in front of the Sagrada Familia because I just have to. Is like beautiful to anyone who's thinking of visiting. I actually think it's worth it. You can buy tickets online beforehand, which saves time, and it's really short, which I like because I don't like guided tours. So I'm able to just get in and get out. And I, of course, let me actually pull them up. There were enough people also taking like videos in there for me not to feel too bad about it, I guess. But of course, like I took a video to like I Miss the Rage with Jesus in the background. Not out of disrespect, just out of contrast, I guess. Got this book while I was in there because I actually think I could like some of the tattoos in here. It just happens to be Russian, but I saw a bunch of military tattoo books and I was like, okay, this looks like the one I'd get. Last night in this bed, sadly. So when I wake up tomorrow, I think I have to check out by like noon and my flight is not till 9 p.m. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. But as for tonight, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something like funny, onward and upward or something. Like there was some saying I was gonna say and I'd prepared it, but of course it's not working. So signing out, that's the best I can do.